Hello, it's Ash and welcome back to my channel. Now, welcome into this post-run recovery. So you've finished your run. It's now your time to stretch and recover. Well done for being here and not skipping the stretch. There's so many runners that do skip the stretch and pay the price for it. This is going to be a session, I'm going to take you through a session of sort of my go-to post-run stretches that I love to do after a run. So we're going to make a start by coming onto your hands and knees. I'm going to tuck the toes under like this. And now from here, we're going to slowly start to rest the hips towards the heels. Again, I always say this in this shape, but if you don't like, if your toes don't like it or your knees don't like hips into the heels, you don't have to go all the way hips to heels. You can just hover the hips off the heels like this. Wherever we are, if you can go hips to heels, then you can push into the hands to push the toes a little bit more, to really stretch and flex those toes. We're going to move over to the left and then over to the right. Keep the jaw soft, breathe, slow the breathing down now. So I've just finished a nice sort of medium distance run, medium pace as well. Not probably easy to medium paced run. Getting warmer here in the UK now, so it was a little bit warm. It was beautiful blue skies. It was nice to get out and run. I was just smiling all the way through, sort of just being grateful for the ability to be able to run and move my body and the ability to be able to have that time for myself as well, to exercise and keep my body strong and healthy. Okay, so we're going to move left and right. If you're getting any tenderness at any point, you can just come and change and give your body a rest, change position. Okay, and we are going to come forwards now. Just give those toes a rest. I know that some people get really tender in the toes. We're going to bring the tops of the feet where the laces would be to the mat. And now we're going to stretch into the shins and the tops of the feet like this. Again, hips into the heels, but also we're getting some nice compression, so some nice squishing into the knees and the hips, which will ultimately make them stronger. It may feel tender. So again, if you're having to stay hips off the heels, you can do that and just stay here and move left and right. But if you can, go hips to heels and just gently push into the palms of the hand, but relax the jaw and the shoulders. And remember to breathe and feel all of that squishing. Again, it shouldn't feel painful. And as we're going through this, it's something that I remind you a lot, because we do have to remind the chimp brain, because the chimp likes to push and be unkind and force things. Let's try and have a 7 out of 10 intensity mindset, or a healing kind of recovery, being kind to your body mindset. That will help your recovery, and it will also help you feel better. So if you feel better, obviously mentally, everything else is going to be much better as well. Your day is going to be better, your mood is going to be better. So that's why it's great to have that post-run refresh. Okay, we're going to come forwards now and just feel now. Just take the knees a little bit further back and just feel the after effects of that work, as we have a little bit of a rock forwards and backwards. Okay, as we come forwards next time, we're going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. We're going to lunge the hips down, walk the hands a little bit further to the top of the mat, and we're going to lunge the hips down and just move left and right and get that good stretch into the inner thighs, and maybe the back of the left thigh as well, and maybe the top of the right thigh, the hip flexor area. And then we're going to open up that left knee away from the arm, twist and look over that left shoulder, really drop that right hip into the floor. Take a nice breath in, and as you breathe out, come back through to the centre. We're going to walk backwards with those hands. If you need to, at any point for the wrists, you can bring a neutral grip with the fists like this. Keep a bend in that knee so we don't stretch and aggravate any sciatic nerve. And then just massage. Make sure we've got a good bend in the knee and the hands are resting and supporting the weight of the body. We should be feeling that right in the belly of the hamstring. You don't have to pull the toes up. We're really focusing on the hamstring area. So the back of that thigh. Breathe. Relax the jaw and shoulders. Okay, and then come forwards. Okay, nice lunge. Lunge the hips into the floor. Lift the head and chest this time. Squeeze the lower back muscles to switch the lower back on, and then step that left foot back, hips to heels, nice and slowly. Feel the after sensations of that work. Come forward, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Just walk the hand up a little step maybe, and then drop the left hip down into the floor. Move and wiggle left and right. Notice, does this side feel tighter or does it feel less tight, or does it feel about the same as the other side? Okay, open up that right knee away from the upper arm. Drop the left hip into the floor, twist and look over that right shoulder and the right thigh. Take a nice breath in. You should feel a good stretch at the top of the left thigh into the tummy, into the abdomen area. As you breathe out, come back through to the centre. Walk the hands to the knee at the back. Keep a bend in that right knee. And we want to be feeling that again in that right back of the thigh. Don't worry about the toes. Just do whatever they feel comfortable. So relax them. Have a little bit of a move around again. Maybe rock forwards and backwards. A really gentle massage pulse with this, just to work into the stretch a little bit and then release it. Drop that right hip slightly down to just feel that little bit more nice stretchy feeling. Okay, and then walking the hands to the top of the mat. Step that the right foot back, sorry. And then we're going to go hips to heels. Open up the knees nice and wide and rest the forehead to the floor. Stretch the hands nice and wide. And then roll the forehead from the right side of the forehead to the left side of the forehead. So we've got that sort of swaying left and right. And just reaching those hands up, not too aggressively, but just to the point that you can feel the ribs and the shoulders opening up. Breathe in and out through the nose if you can. Okay, lifting the head and chest. I'm going to go straight into bringing the hands into here. I'm going to go straight into a cat-cow. So press the belly to the floor, bring the chin up nice and slowly. Exhale, round through the back and squeeze the breath out. Sort of rock slightly backwards with the pelvis as well. Bring the belly button down, rock forwards as you breathe in and really arch that lower back, lift the chin up, round through the back, squeeze the breath out, chin to chest and slightly rock backwards. So we've got a little bit of a rock forwards and backwards as well as the spinal move. Continue that in your own inhale and exhale and it should feel really nice and refreshing for the back, going down into the lower back and the pelvis. Really articulate as many of those vertebrae as you can. Move them, lubricate the discs in between the vertebrae. Make sure it feels good. Again, we shouldn't push into pain. And we shouldn't be aggressive and unkind to the body. Okay, last one. Have a little bit of a wiggle around to just feel, again, the after effects. Does the spine feel a little bit looser and less stiff? We're going to rock hips to heels, and as we come forward, we're walking the hands forward, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. We're going to get into that right hip, at the right hip flexors and right thigh now. Now there's a quick modification for this. If you can't bring the right foot up and take hold of it with the left hand, what you can do is get next to a wall or a sofa and put your right foot up the wall or sofa and do this. The closer the knee goes to the wall or the sofa, the more intense the stretch is going to be. But if you can come into here, into this position, and we can drop that right hip down into the floor, relax the shoulders, smile, and then slowly massage and pulse. So you're thrusting really gently down and then back up again. Breathe as you do that. Just check, is this a 7 out of 10 or are you pushing your body too far? If the foot is up the wall or the sofa, how you can back off is bring the foot at the knee further away from the sofa. But a really nice stretch for that right quad area, so the right thigh going into the top of the right thigh at the hip flexors. Okay, and slowly release that foot, don't let it twang. And then from here we're going to come and bring that back knee up, and then we're going to get a nice rotation as you inhale the left arm up, get rotation into the upper body, and then exhale. And bring that left elbow as close as you comfortably can down towards the left ankle. Don't force it. One more time, inhale the left arm up, exhale the arm down. And then from here we're going to come back down to that back knee, step the left foot back. Just feel the after effects of that as you have a little wiggle around. Okay, rocking hips to heels, come forward, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Again, just have that little bit of a move around. Get into that sofa or the wall if you need to now, and lift that left foot up. If you can, take hold of it with the right hand. Lunge the hips down, and then you're just slowly massaging and pulsing Try not to lock this left elbow out. Open up the chest, breathe. You can look up to the sky or look down. Make sure the neck feels safe. Just check that it's not a 7 out of 10, or it's no further than a 7 out of 10. Should be in a nice zone. You should be able to breathe. It should feel like, oh, this feels good. It shouldn't feel like, oh my gosh, something's about to snap. Okay, slowly release that left foot. Again, lift that left knee up. Nice rotation 2 times. Inhale the right arm up. Breathe in. Exhale, bring that elbow down wherever it will comfortably go. One more time. Inhale the right arm up, sorry. Exhale the elbow down. And then bring the back knee down. Step that back foot back. Rock hips to heels and come forwards. Nice and slowly come to the elbows. Bring your waist down. Lift the chin and chest, take that nice supported work for the lower back. Squeeze the lower back muscles slightly and squeeze the bum slightly. Slow the breathing down, and you can reflect on how your run was. So how was your run? Did it go to plan? Did it feel as you would have had hoped? Did you fuel it right? Maybe you didn't fuel it right. Maybe you drank too much water as well. Maybe you had a stitch, or maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't have enough. What little tweaks and improvements could you make for your next run? It's a really nice opportunity to reflect. Okay, so nice and slow with the breathing. I'm grateful for all of your comments. It's taken me a lot longer to get through to comments now. There's as the channel's growing and this community is growing, I'm reading every single one, but I might only be able to just give it a thumbs up or a like, or just an emoji at the most. I really do apologise for not being able to get back to every single person with a personable reply, but I do read every single comment, and I will acknowledge that I've read it, so thank you. So if you enjoyed it, just give this video a thumbs up. That's the end of this stretch. Well done. I'm going to come up, and if you're interested in working with me as your coach, have a look in the link in the description below. But well done for not skipping this stretch. That's the sort of routine that I generally do. Those type of stretches, those are my go-to, my favourite ones that I really enjoy. So I hope your body feels good and you can feel that refreshed kind of light feeling, and the mind feels good in response to that. And like I said, well done for showing up and not skipping the stretch, and I shall see you in the next video.